What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video. This build video is for PvE, which is non-players, so for dungeons and trials and overland content. It is hitting just a little over 96k DPS. It's 96.2k DPS. This is a 1 bar heavy attack sorcerer, updated for update 42. So let's jump straight into it. So we are still running the Sergeant's Mail set. We are running a lightning staff with poison damage enchant, and it is still precise, so it has not changed from previously. 5 pieces will give you stacks of heavy attack damage, which stacks up to 5 times, so it's still best in slot, and that's what we're running on the staff. Again, the helmet is still the slime core guys, light. All the armor is max stamina and divine's enchantments. We're running 1 piece of slime core just for 771 extra critical chance. The cuirass is of the sergeant, which is heavy. It's the only heavy piece we're running, so we're running 1 light, 1 heavy, and the rest is 5 medium. So like I said, it's all divines, all max stamina. And the next set we're running, which is a change of sets, which I've been dabbling about of all the different sets, like Deadly Strike, and a few of the other ones, and I've landed on Undaunted Infiltrator, which I didn't think would pass too well, but it does seem to be pushing with the certain skill that I'm using as well. So Undaunted Infiltrator, this drops in Ark's Chromium, which is a non-DLC dungeon, so it's nice and easy to pick up. It gives you 2 lines of stamina, a line of critical chance, and when you use a magic ability in combat, you increase your heavy attack damage basically to monsters. So most of the abilities are magic based anyway, so it's not a problem there. So we're running 5 pieces of that on the body, all medium, so 1 light, 1 heavy, and all medium, all divines, max stamina. And on the jewellery, it's a necklace of the sergeant, still bloodthirsty with weapon damage enchantment, a ring of the sergeant, weapon damage enchantment, bloodthirsty, and of course the Oaken Soul ring, bloodthirsty, with weapon and spell damage. So the gear has changed simply just from that set. The Sergeant's Mail drops in Wayrest Sewers, and Undaunted Infiltrator, like I said, is in Ark's Chromium. So they're 2 non-DLC dungeons. That's nice and easy to get. It's just the Oaken Soul ring will be the trickiest thing to get, and the Slime Core, again, I think is Wayrest Sewers Veteran or the Golden Vendor. So it's a very simple, easy setup to get pretty quickly. Most people have got Oaken Soul now, hopefully. So we'll jump into the skills. So the skills have changed a little bit since the previous patches. So we're still running Daedric Prey. We are now running Bound Armaments, which also gives us extra stamina, and it also deals physical damage with the little daggers it summons. So when you do 4 heavy attacks and 4 attacks, like light attack or heavy attack, but 2 heavy attack counts as 2 stacks, so you've only got to do 2 heavy attacks in this proc, so this does proc quite often. We're running the Volatile Familiar as usual, Hurricane is just as usual, and the Twilight Tormentor. And we are running the Charged Atronact, as this will give you a concussion status effect as well. It seems to be a little bit stronger than the other morph. So that is the skills we're running. We've dropped Barbed Trap, as that has been nerfed because of the uptime on the hemorrhaging status effect, as far as I'm aware. So Bound Armaments not only gives you extra stamina, because we're slotting everything into stamina. I mean, you could go everything into Magicka and have the Bound Aegis, but Bound Aegis doesn't do damage, so that's why it's better and more beneficial to build into stamina, as you can use Bound Armaments, which will give you bonus stamina, and it's also a damage ability. So it's a bit of a change there, but it's working quite well. So you just have to flip everything from Magicka to stamina, which isn't a problem. It's literally just the armor pieces and of course just changing that from Magicka to Stamina, so that's not a problem. We are running the Thief Mundus as usual, it's still best in slot. And the food we are using, I'm also a Dark Elf as well, as Dark Elf will provide the most weapon damage and stamina. High Elf doesn't provide stamina, so Dark Elf would be best in slot. Dark Elf is best because if you do need to swap between Magicka or stamina, it does provide, I'll quickly show you. It does provide Magicka and stamina bonuses, which is pretty much, you know, I think 2k High Elf gives you max Magicka, so you're only losing 90k Magicka or stamina. So Dark Elf really is the best for the flexibility of the changing sets, because you don't know if you're going to run Magicka or stamina. So yeah, so Thief Mundus, Dark Elf, all 64 points into stamina, and the food we are running is a max stamina food of 6048 is the best in slot, because obviously it's going to give you as much stamina as possible. You don't need to worry about sustain because you are heavy attacking. So we'll go to the champion points. Just these are the two ones you need for PvE really. It's just to make your food and drinks last longer. In the warfare tree we are running Master at Arms, Weapons Expert, Deadly Aim, and it is not Raffle Strikes, it is Backstabber. I was just playing about with them, but I still think Backstabber is best in slot. On the red CP I've just put, you can really put what you want, to be honest. Maybe a little bit of Rejuvenation, but I don't think it's needed. But obviously the Fortified and Health are quite nice, and obviously Celerity just for a bit of movement speed, because you'll be running through dungeons and trials, whatever you're doing, so a bit of movement speed's quite nice. So yeah, definitely Backstabber. But on the pass, you can see the stamina. Let's put the food on just quickly as of note. See, on the pass, I think the stamina was lower than actually what I can get up to here. As you can see, the stamina will hit nearly 42k stamina, and on the pass I think it had about 40 and a half or 41k stamina, because I wasn't actually running the max stamina food. I think I was running Bewitched Sugar Skulls, so I got 96.2k DPS without the correct food on. So this is the correct food you want to run. I think I was running no, I think I was running that, sorry, which is not best in slot, as you're only getting 5,000 stamina. This will give you over 6, so an extra k stamina. So I think the pass is probably possible to hit 98, 99k DPS if you had a really perfect flawless run, but I did try it a few times, and 96.2k DPS was the most I was able to achieve. But like I said, I didn't have the right food on, so another k stamina might be another k or 2 DPS. And obviously it is reliant on how many times you get crit hits. So again, you could pretty much say this build is 100k stamina heavy attack build, to be honest. It probably can hit those numbers. So let's just make sure you have all your passives. Obviously we'll go through passives just in case you're not aware. Make sure you have them all in your 3 class lines ability, all the passives. All your passives in Destruction Staff, all your passives in Light, Medium and Heavy, all your passives in the Undaunted line, and all your passives in obviously your race. And make sure you have the medicinal use for your potions in actual content, but obviously in the past you don't need potions because you're just heavy attacking, so sustain is never going to really be an issue much. But yeah, it's a very, very nice build. So the damage has creeped up since update 42, I think, no, 41, sorry, is when I done the last passes, or 40. So that is good news there. It's just crept up. I think it was on about 94k DPS, and now it's hitting about 96, no, probably 97, 98, into that sort of realm, maybe even a little bit beyond that with a perfect pass. So it's, the heavy attack is back. So I hope you enjoyed the all the build guide and the pass, and I will see you in the next video.